Times are changing, baby, because if I told you years ago that a member of my team from back in the day was going to be King of 1960, SW, King of 1960, you'd have laughed in my face. And here we are, baby. Cortex is the new King of 1960. You cannot make this up. So in this video, sponsored by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms, we're going to share the mail that went out. I suppose it's a Discord ping. We're going to talk about Cortex being king. Long live the king. 60 SW. Here we go, baby. All right. Lots to talk about. First, the mail. Hello, guys. A lot have been asking about the future of 1960. Now that the leadership team has decided to disband, we've been looking for a suitable leader for the kingdom that has a vision and is trusted enough to lead whoever decides to stay from you guys. You know what's funny? I'm not blaming 1960 for this, but like literally every single time a leadership team disbands, they do this in like the opposite order. They're like, all right, kingdom's dead. And then they're like, just kidding. We're not a dead kingdom. And I'm not being critical of 960 because like every kingdom seems to do this. Okay. Including like 2377 kind of did the same thing. And like, I'm still here having a great time. So we'll get to this. I think it's proof in the pudding or case in point or whatever. My metaphors are all busted, but like, I don't know why it is leaders decide and announce, I'm out, see you later, and then find the replacement. Find the replacement, announce it with your departure, and then like people don't have the crash out. Because I had a crash out video yesterday. I was like, it's over. 960's dead. And then and then 960's like, JK, baby, we got a new leader for you. All right, here we go. Finally, Cortex decided to step up to this task. He helped us with this KVK a lot in leadership work, and he has enough experience in Rock, more than most players from 2018 to now. Like, obviously. Like guys, when we left 1254 back in the day, not that I want to relive all this history, but here we are, let's talk about it. When I left 1254 back in the day, in defense of people from the Smash Squad who felt they'd been wronged, okay? I went all in supporting those people. All in. I took every ounce of my whatever I have as social credibility, and I said, we're moving in on this new project, okay? Now, I advised we really should have waited until after the KVK was over to announce it and do all that, but I agreed to announcing before then, so it's on me for agreeing. But like, without reliving all that history, I entrusted Cortex with the Smash Squad. So like, do I think that Cortex will do a good job? Obviously. Effing obviously. I put my baby in his hands. So, you know, yeah. And the thing is that I find so surprising, it's like, Cortex, you don't have time for this. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know you can do it. Obviously you can do it. And obviously you can do a good job. Is it the right use of your time, bro? Anyways, they say, we're very glad he's willing to take responsibility and fully support him. He has a vision for the kingdom's future and is willing to keep the legacy. That being said, a lot of players may leave or quit. That does not mean that 1960 is dead. We may drop or seed or become smaller, but that does not mean the quality will drop. We'll keep our high standard and aim to be the best we can be at the power we end up at. Focus on Supreme Strife event and have fun. We no longer need to be the top one kingdom. We have nothing left to prove in this game as we've done it all. Yeah, like Cortex will fire you so fast if you do not comply with the high standard for what they're going to set. So I do believe that Cortex will hold the standard. I do believe he'll do a good job. And I just like, if you told Chisgule of the past that a former member of SW would take over, I'd have said, nah, bro, you ain't no way. 60 SW? Nah, like, not a 960, right? Not a 960, right? They say, I personally will take a break from the game. I'm always there to support Cortex and whoever other leadership members join him. And I wish you guys to do so also. Thanks, guys. Boom. I mean, like, there it is, y'all. There it is. Cortex officially to be king of 1960. Now, Cortex and I, we got some stuff planned, man. It's kind of funny. After we fully take over 1960, which was our plan all along. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But Cortex and I on stream, we're talking about MOBAs, and this is something like totally different genre of game. But we were talking about spending some time like grinding rank in a MOBA. It doesn't really matter. So he and I have this project planned. Cortex has all this stuff going on, and bro steps up to run 1960. Bro, like, all right, here we go, baby. Here we freaking go. Oh my God. Chat, what multiverse have I entered into? What is this new multiverse? I don't know. But I'll say this, right? What I suspect Cortex will do, and the situation he's up against, is because the order of operations was 960 is dead. Just kidding, we're still here. There's going to be some number of people that leave. And in fairness, like 2377, which is the kingdom I'm in, I'm very happy with. Please don't kick me out for saying this, but like we kind of did the same thing. You know? So like you can be fine. It like 960 can be fine. Like 2377 is chilling. We had a great migration in. I haven't been keeping track of all the details, but like the leadership team is getting into stride. I've been very happy with the choices that they're making. There's like so much to talk about there that like we don't have to do it here. But what I'll say is that like it is entirely possible that 960 continues on under Cortex's leadership. It becomes something new. It becomes something different. But the spirit of what they were doing stays the same. And I do think that Cortex can and will enforce a standard and just savagely remove those that don't fulfill that standard, right? That's what he's, I assume, going to do. So this is going to be really interesting. I honestly was not expecting that in less than 24 hours after I published my last video, where 960 said leadership team is disbanding, GLHF, right? That I would be making this one. Dude, this kingdom, what even is this symbol on their flag? You win too much. I don't even know what this is. 10 wins? It's got to be 10, right? Okay, it's got to be 10, right? What even is this? Is there a special marker for 20? Wait, where's the info button? Oh my God. A moon is 5 stars. Yup, it's 10. Okay. Okay. Take it easy, Cortex. Take it easy, bro. The road to glory. GG's, man. Yeah, so I'll be hanging out with Cortex on stream a bunch in the coming weeks. So that's planned. GT Redline, is he still there? What? He's not there. I'm confused. I guess, I don't know. Once you're in GT, you're always in GT, maybe sort of a thing. Anyways, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you want to join Cortex's new project, look, they have a migration to Discord. I'll even advertise it. Because now it's run by my boy Cortex. What are we talking about? Look, there's their migration. You go join him. You'd be lucky if he takes you. And also he'll get rid of you if you suck. You use a lot of passports for nothing if you join there thinking you can just mooch. I can't believe it, man. That's wild. That's wild. So yeah, new version of 1960. It is official. It's happening. I'll be streaming later today. We could probably talk about it more. I got a bunch of events that I want to get done. So we'll go do that. We'll hang out. We'll talk about this. Cerulli Crisis. We talk a little bit about Supreme Strife. Debrief the KVK a little bit. There's lots of stuff to talk about. So subscribe, drop by the stream. In this new alternate universe that I live in, up is down and down is up. 60 SW, baby. It's not actually a thing. And, you know, look, like some number of people, I assume that you all know these things because you've been subscribed for so long. But like I've been king in the past. And in order to be a full-time YouTuber, I had to abandon the route of being king. And the moment I did that, I realized that like literally every second I spent doing leadership activities was time I should have spent on YouTube. Like 100% for sure. The upside was not there. So I don't know what Cortex is up to. The man has a vision. So look out, because the man has a vision. All right, y'all. I'm out for now. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.